Hi, I'm Ivy, founder of Clean Cuisine, and today I thought I'd chat about energy, and specifically how to boost energy without coffee, without caffeine, and without stimulants, which means without energy drinks. Now, the thing is, if you're, relying on stimulants or energy drinks day after day and week after week, you're really just sort of putting a Band-Aid on your energy problem. And it's not like I don't have coffee or caffeine. I mean, every morning, because I'm not a morning person, when I wake up usually at 6 o'clock because I got to get my son to school, I stumble, and head right to the coffee maker. But the thing is that after, I'll have 1 cup and sometimes 2, and then I switch over to green matcha tea, but really not so much for energy, but more just because green tea has so many anti-aging and antioxidant benefits, and I'm almost 40 next year, so anti-aging is way up here on my priority list. But the thing is that I don't rely on caffeine and stimulants for my daily energy, and I don't rely on them to sustain my energy throughout the day. And the thing is when you think about energy and you think about what contributes to somebody having a lot of energy. There's so many factors. It's, how much sleep did you get, and are you exercising, and what does your diet look like, and the list goes on and on. But when you think about diet and you think about a group of or a class of nutrients that pretty much everybody would know, even the layperson, are associated with energy, they would be primarily the B vitamins. So much so that B vitamins are what are typically found that in those energy drinks. They're often fortified with B vitamins. You'll see a lot of times for marketed to boost energy, a B complex multivitamin, or a B complex in addition to maybe a multivitamin. But the thing is that it's not that I'm against multivitamins or vitamins, because I definitely take vitamins. I don't do the energy drinks though. But the thing with anything that's fortified, it's never going to be as optimal as getting your nutrients from the whole food source. And especially one of the problems with the energy drinks is, and even with the vitamins, is that they often use let's just call them inferior B vitamins. So take, for example, folate versus folic acid. So folic acid is something that, if you're a woman and you've been pregnant or plan to be pregnant, you've probably at some point heard about the importance of supplementing your diet with folic acid. But there's a huge debate in the medical community now, because folic acid is the synthetic form of folate, and folate's what is found naturally in fruits and vegetables. And there's even some concern that the folic acid could potentially not only not be helpful, but may even be harmful. But you'll never go wrong with getting folate from natural foods. And so same thing with vitamin B12. If you see something that has B12 in it, and it's not the methylated form of B12, it's not the most bioavailable, so your body can't really utilize it properly. And so, these are, issues that are associated with synthetic forms of B vitamins, but that you're not going to find from, natural whole foods. And the other thing with B vitamins is that about 15 to 40% of Americans are deficient in 1 or more B vitamins, which means not only, do the B vitamins contribute to energy, but they're really important for your sleep. So a B vitamin deficiency can cause insomnia. You can have mood disturbances, the brain fog. You hear a lot of people complaining about brain fog lately. Depression. One of the B vitamins, vitamin B6, is actually it's very important for your body to have B6 in order to manufacture serotonin and norepinephrine. And those are both neurotransmitters that are very important for your mood. Serotonin also is responsible for manufacturing melatonin. So you can see if you're deficient in any of the B vitamins, you can start to have a cascade of negative consequences. And so it's kind of hard sometimes to get, even if you're eating a well-balanced diet, to get a superfood, one source that's loaded with lots of B vitamins. And so that's why I have the B tea, which is made with it has just, a few super easy or super basic ingredients, but the key ingredient is the non-fortified nutritional yeast. So this is like a superfood, like a super wonder. But it's really important that you look for non-fortified, because a lot of nutritional yeasts are actually fortified with the synthetic B vitamins that we're trying to avoid. And so the non-fortified nutritional yeast, this is an ancient Egyptian superfood, and it is a superfood. It's not only rich in the B vitamins, but it's a complete source of protein, and it's very unique in the plant world because it is a plant food, but it has all 18 amino acids. So that makes it a complete protein, which it's very hard to come by in plant foods. Also, it's got 15 different minerals. It has zinc, it's got selenium, iron, which we know is important also for energy, fiber, phytonutrients. It has those anti-aging antioxidants I talked about. And the thing is it tastes good. And so what I do is I make it into this like, I call it the B tea. So I have already pre-poured it into here, into this little cup, and I just use 2 tablespoons of the of the nutritional yeast. And I also wanted to point out that the vitamin B6 that I was talking about that is responsible for for making norepinephrine and serotonin, 2 tablespoons of the nutritional yeast have 480% of your daily value of vitamin B6. So that's like a lot. And it's in a complete bioavailable form and in a super safe form, because it's from food. Okay, so then, sorry, because I got sidetracked. Okay, so then after I add the 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, you're gonna add in about 8 ounces of water, just like so. And I do just a little bit of raw honey. Now, if you have Manuka honey, that is amazing. Manuka honey has very, potent antiviral, antibacterial properties. But it's a little bit pricey. So if you don't have the Manuka honey, just a little bit of raw honey, like 1/4 of a teaspoon, not much. And then I just do a 1/2 of a lemon, which I put into this lemon squeezer, which is a great kitchen gadget if you use a lot of lemons like me. And that's it. It's like, takes 30 seconds to make. And if you taste it, which of course I have to do, it's got like a savory flavor. It's almost more like a broth. And it's very pleasing. It doesn't have like an off-putting taste. And I will definitely say, if you're somebody that starts to get food cravings, like 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, in addition to the energy slump, you also start to have like a sweet tooth or a sweet craving. This totally nips it in the bud. So it's a great way to boost your energy and also boost your nutrient consumption and to boost your vitamins. And that's it. If you have any comments or if you have any energy boosting suggestions from non-caffeinated sources and non-stimulant sources, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Thanks.